welcome in everybody. Happy Sunday. How's the weekend treating you? Hi Benji, hi Anthony, Samantha, Lilu Loki, hello, Fleetwood, Swaggy, Miguelino, Kayla, Naisha, hello, how are you? How's everybody doing? Okay, so I have something to admit. Y'all probably know this already. When was this update? The 20th? Something like that? It doesn't matter. It's embarrassing either way. I don't believe I'm lying. I've not done a single quest with joy or sadness. So, you know... That is A, very unlike me, and B, a problem. We got stuff to finish. We got stuff to do. So in an effort to avoid doing this week's stream snap for as long as possible, I think we're going to be questing today. That's my goal. And I might be able to finish my last couple tasks for the event, but we'll see. Ken, Candia, hello. Maddie, not yet. No. It's September 7th. It's still officially summer. Wait a little bit before you decorate for fall, in my personal opinion. Faratina, hello. Jay, you've not been playing much either. Glad it's not just you. Here's the thing. I've been here every week. I don't know what I've been doing, but it hasn't been quests. I do not know what I've been doing, but it hasn't been quests. Hi, Momo. You feel the dream snap avoidance? I hate an outfit challenge. And like, I don't know. Not feeling it. Okay, we finished this memory. Look at cute little nostalgia, which means we should have, yes, our cute little nostalgia capybara. Oh, what a cutie patootie. I love them. Hi, Rose. Hello. Your dream snap is terrible. You know you're getting 300 for it. Here's the thing. Do I have confidence in my ability to make a dream snap that will probably be cute? Sure. Do I want to do that? No. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a fun theme. I think the timing of the theme is just like, sometimes there are themes that are good in theory to me, but I know in practice, I just don't want to make right now. I just don't want to make an outfit dream snap that's, you know what? If it were a decor dream snap, I would probably be more excited about it. It's just, I know I always struggle with the tags with outfit challenges. I feel like the tags and the theme never quite match up for me, and I just don't want to deal with it yet. So I'm going to deal with it later. You only learned yesterday that there's a new DLC coming out in November. Fleetwood or Dreams, whichever you prefer. Were you not here with us last Wednesday? Were you not here with us? We were doing so much exciting stuff, talking about the new DLC. It's great. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but the anticipation is great. Very excited. You named yours Betty. Amazing. I forgot we can name our companions. That's not something I resonate with. I don't think I will be naming my critter companions, but it's cute that we can do that, I guess. What is this DLC? Wait, really? Okay. Give me a minute. Let me grab Joy so I can hang out with her while I go to my other shops, and we'll talk about it. But the way we talked about it for like... I thought we were going to have a cute little like 30-minute to 1 hour segment last Wednesday where we talked about the DLC that's coming. It was like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours plus that we were talking about it. But long story short, we were all surprised. I think we were all surprised on Tuesday when when Dreamlight Valley announced that they would be, well, they didn't even really announce it. They kind of just like sprung it upon YouTube and then afterwards announced it when they shared that they would be having their announcement trailer reveal for the next DLC that was happening last Wednesday. So Wednesday, like a few days ago. So Wednesday comes, the trailer drops with like a little bit of a like, stay tuned for the showcase on October 15th. We'll have more information. The DLC is called Wish Blossom Ranch. All signs point to it being a full DLC, like a completely new map, 3 new biomes. It has 4 new characters and 3 Disney horses in addition to the 4 new characters. You can ride the horses. Just fun stuff. Just fun stuff. It should be exciting. The only thing I'm mad about right now is the fact that they announced it on Wednesday. We still have 5.5 weeks left until the showcase where we get more information about it. And then the DLC actually comes out in November. So we have quite the wait. Ellie, I get that. Back to school time is a bit chaotic. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the DLC. Spoilers if you haven't seen the artwork or the trailer or my live stream toss. We're getting Snow White and Tinkerbell, and those are 2 of the 4 villagers. We're getting Maximus as one of the 3 horses. We're getting little geese critter companions in one of the biomes. They only revealed 1 biome, but there are 2 others that they're going to reveal presumably at the showcase. Oh, also interesting about this upcoming expansion, they're dropping all of the content at the same time, so there's not going to be the wait for the additional drops. Like Rift in Time was released in 3 parts, Storybook Vale was released in 2 parts. This is just going to be released all at once, so some of y'all are going to have to pace yourselves or be potentially contentless for a while. Scrooge, I'd like to have a talk. Step into my office. It was such a good stream. A 1-minute trailer turned into 3 hours of discussion. It was a lot. It was a lot. My face was there, so that was exciting. You had a DLC speculation question. Where did the general idea that Gameloft was going to start making mini DLCs come from? Did they say something? I believe, okay, the first thing that I'm going to say, warning, neon sign flashing off and on, belief. I don't know for sure because it's been a long time since I looked at this. Belief, allegedly. But you probably can confirm if you go on their website. Way back in the day when the game was still in early access, they had they still have the FAQ section up on their website, but they had it then too. And they were talking about monetization in the future for the game. And they were talking about different forms of monetization. Oh, I did get this Greenthorn thing, and I also got this other artwork. And I think that talked about the possibility of different types of DLCs. There has been a more official kind of introduction to the idea of mini DLCs that I'm not really allowed to speak about, but it's not something that I only know. I don't know anything that any of you don't know, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. Collectively, we are not allowed to talk about it. Are you getting what I'm picking? Some of you are probably picking up what I'm putting down. Will one of the horses be Spirit? No, because Spirit is DreamWorks. And I don't foresee a future in which we get DreamWorks characters in Dreamlight Valley. Hi, Joey. Hello. You're mostly excited because you just know they'll give us unicorns and dragons to ride in future updates. Just know is a very interesting combination of words. Do I think we'll get them? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. But I would not say that that's a given. Anthony, don't put that out into the world. Why would you do that? Okay. We have those things. Yes. I should probably also clear these inkies while I'm here. I'm really looking forward to Wish Blossom Ranch. I'm not a horse girl, but I'll pretend to be one when the DLC comes out. I might own a pair of cowboy boots. I don't remember, actually. But yeah, it should be fun. Imagine Shrek. I can confidently say, even if it were a possibility, I have absolutely zero desire to see Shrek in the Valley. None. Like, pretty much less than none. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a Shrek truther, because it's been too long since I've seen the movie, and I feel like, objectively, it's a good movie. But I'm not a Shrek character truther. And I'm certainly not a Shrek in the Valley truther. A Rose, Cinderella is already confirmed. They announced Cinderella back in, I don't know, June, May, something like that. She's coming at the end of this year in a free update. You think the Veil will still be your favorite DLC, but the new update is still exciting. I have a feeling the Veil will probably be my favorite map for a while, but I stand by the fact that pound for pound, band for band, quality for quality, Rift in Time feels like a better quality product than Storybook Veil, to me personally. Like, just looking for what we get for our coins being real world money, looking at like replayability. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's well above Storybook Veil in those ways. But the map in Storybook Veil is stunning. I do not imagine that the Wish Blossom Ranch map is going to top the Veil for me, especially based off of like the first biome we saw. It was cute. It's pretty. It's not my favorite thing we've ever seen. The idea of it having like a snowy aspect to it is not really my favorite. And the possibility of like a sweets biome and like 100-acre woods biome, I'm like, those three things in combination do not feel like it's going to be my favorite map. Naisha, I get what you're saying, and I agree aesthetic-wise, but I think a DLC is more than aesthetics. And I think Storybook Veil, for me, is aesthetically superior, but is deficient in pretty much everything except for aesthetics when compared to Rift in Time. Yeah, my Veil is laggy today. I'm sorry. It's partially the rain. We're not going to be here for very long, though, so don't worry about it. I just wanted to grab these inkies. Do I have my graphics different? No, I don't think so. Okay. We are going to head back to the valley. You wish you were more excited about this DLC. You've just never cared about horses, but you have so much FOMO, you know you'll purchase it. Yeah, I will say the horses are probably the part that I'm least excited about. I love a new map because I love decorating options. I love the new characters. Like, probably I would purchase a DLC for characters alone, which is also why I'm kind of partial to some kind of mini DLC that's character packs. I think that would be nice. I would appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully, well, okay, I'm excited not specifically about like the horses and riding them in terms of vibes as much as I'm excited about the new possibilities with the mount feature being like being able to do your valley tasks on a mount, adding some variety to gameplay and also some more efficiency. I think that's really nice. But horses for horses' sake, I could kind of take or leave. Okay, we just need to speak with Joy about this. Hey, Joy. Oh, I also need to change my companion to one that's not leveled up. Break out your umbrella and galoshes. We've got rain. Oh. You're right, actually. Capture the sun. Hey there, Tink. I've been thinking we should plan something fun for your Dream Productions crew. Care to help me out? Sure, what did you have in mind? Glad you asked. How about a big game of Capture the Sun? That sounds dangerous. What do you mean by Capture the Sun? It's pretty much capture the flag with a few tweaks. To play, we set loose these little floating suns and then chase them. It's every player for themselves, and the first one to capture 3 suns wins. Little floating suns? Where am I supposed to find those?
Right.
I'll take care of that part. I'm working with your special effects guy, Merlin. Not our special effects guy. He's really good, by the way. He is really good. But I will need your help choosing the best place to play. This sounds... I would not say it's team building since it's competitive. It sounds kind of fun. I love games. I love games. Excellent. Let's go scout some areas and see what'll make the best Capture the Sun playing field. Okay. Check out the southern edge of the meadow, the wishing well in the plaza, and the inside of the dream castle. Okay, let me also... That's the wrong menu. Oh. Use this. We didn't get new paths and fencing in the Vale. The Isle is better value. That, also the fact that snippet catching is pretty much obsolete once you finish the main quests. Time bending has continued use because mist can be used for things like the ancient machines. Also, the fact that the puzzles are essentially one and done. You can do them more than once, but there's no reason to. Scramble coin, whether people enjoy it or not, is by nature replayable because there's a track that rewards you for playing scramble coin more. And it's a way to get friendship with people. Like, those two features are way more like significant, I guess, long term than the ones in Storybook Vale. How about we trade out this cute little turtle, even though I really want him hanging out with me, for, give me another one of the emotion boys. I guess the disgust raccoon. Hi Aces, hello. The outfit today is giving Lara Croft. Okay, Lara Croft is from Tomb Raider or something. Is that completely wrong? Would it surprise you if I said I've never played or seen anything actually featuring Lara Croft? Okay, let's start in the Dream Castle. Takia, hello. Storybook Vale has a lot of good in terms of aesthetics and narrative, but brought absolutely zero evergreen content into the game. It's a shame. Exactly. And I feel like this is one of my soapboxes. I know it's getting repetitive, it's getting boring, but like, I gotta say it because I truly believe it. I feel like not everybody, I feel like many people, possibly to the detriment of future DLCs, have been brought in, have been like awestruck, rose tinted glasses by the razzle dazzle pretty nature of Storybook Vale, and are like, because of that, label and frequently like share how Storybook Vale is quote unquote better of a DLC. And I feel like unless we add the context of the things in Storybook Vale that were not as effective or as lasting as Rift in Time, the developers over at Gameloft are going to give us subpar quality on our DLCs because they're going to be like, well, if it's pretty enough, no one will care. You know what? I care. I care. Hi, Kat. Hello. Not to say I hated Storybook Vale. I promise I did not hate Storybook Vale. I just feel like it was a bit of a drop off from Eternity Isle in pretty much everything but aesthetics. Oh, I just need to take a selfie with Joy. I thought it said to investigate. I was like, why am I not finding anything? Come here, Joy. What is in the way here? What is this? Okay. I feel like none of my business is what that is. Let's crouch. Oh, girl, that's a bad one. Oh, girl, that's a bad one for Joy. There we go. Y'all look fine. Storybook Vale's theme is something most of the target audience loves. People do tend to overlook its issues. Yeah, just like a little bit. Not necessarily overlook, but not like maybe being as critical as they otherwise would. Especially in spaces where the devs or community managers are likely to get their feedback. Okay, near the wishing well. With what we know, the new functions with the horse will at least add functions we can use constantly. Exactly. Yes, I'm excited about that. Come on, Joy. No. I have like over 2,500 hours in this game. Why am I struggling to press the right button to take a picture? You know what? I'll take it. Y'all are both struggling. Okay, it's fine. Southern edge of the meadow. Still think it's a great expansion for the price. Well, I don't know if I would say great for the price, because let's be very clear, $30 is the price of a whole game in pretty much every context. And between the bugs, the stuff that we didn't receive, I don't know if I feel like I got a game's worth of enjoyment from Storybook Vale, all things considered. Okay, I think all three. Okay, what I will say though before I read this and move on from like that specific statement is I do think compared to like Moonstone premium shop prices, it's a good deal for sure. Okay, I think all three of the areas we checked out would make pretty good Capture the Sun playing fields, but one definitely stands out as the best to me. What do you think, Tink? I feel like I also see potential in all three, but I mean, the Fountain of the Plaza is iconic. The Dream Castle is perfect because there's nothing impeding my movement. I say the Dream Castle. The story in the second part felt rushed, is you guessed the best word for it, too fast paced. For Storybook Vale, I didn't mind the story. I just wish that Maleficent's quest line and a little bit of Aurora's too were added to the story quests, and then we got like separate friendship quests that were focused more on them, because the friendship quests felt more like plot quests. It's big enough for the game, but we won't need to run too far to catch the suns. Yes, exactly. Okay, the Dream Castle it is. Now I need to invite some of your cast and crew to play. Whoever you think would want in on the fun. I can handle that. I have a few villagers in mind already. While you go and invite a few villagers, I'll handle the logistics. Okay, I can put this away now. Merlin, Donald, Goofy, Vanellope. Okay. I think it depends on play preference. It depends on play preference which one you like more, but I don't think quality changes based on play preference. I also would describe myself as primarily a decorator.
Wonder where I can find some chocolate.
Hi there, pal.
You could forgive more if Scrooge would give you your Veil exclusive items. Well, speak on it. Yes. Hi, Existential. Hiya, pal. I hear you're getting a game of Capture the Flag together. Well, it's Capture the Sun, but you've got the idea. How would you like to join us? Well, I sure do love games. So you're in? Absolutely. This is gonna be fun. Does anybody else have glitched mailboxes right now, by the way? I think my mailbox is glitched because it keeps showing me that I have mail, but when I open it, my mailbox is empty. Wait, yes, about the mailboxes for you too, Alexandra? Okay. I mean, I'm glad it's not just me, but that is unfortunate. Why did I come here? I think I thought Merlin's house was still here. There you are. You did for a week on update day, but then it went. Oh, interesting. I feel like mine started somewhere. Maybe it did start during the update. Merlin, I had no idea you were in this outfit, my dude.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Merlin. I was wondering if you would like to join Joy and me in a game of Capture the Sun. Oh, yes. Joy did ask me about how we might conjure those small cosmic wonders, but I never imagined that you'd... Did I hear you correctly? You're inviting me to play a game? Yes. I'd love for you to be there. Everyone can use some fun now and then. I'd be thrilled to join in your frivolity, though I must say I'm a bit surprised. I'm used to people needing my help or advice. It's rather nice to be included in the fun now and again. Great, we'll meet you at the Dream Castle a little later. Okay. Donald. Oh, there you are, buddy. Donald does look cute in this. It took until you received new mail for it to go away. Okay, maybe I have to wait for that because I'm not 100% sure, but I think my glitched mailbox only started this past Wednesday. So maybe come this coming Wednesday when I get mail, it'll be fixed. Donald, how would you like to join in a fun game of Capture the Flag, but with a twist? It's called Capture the Sun. A game? I don't know. It'll be fun. Even you must like to have fun sometimes, right? Not the shade. Whack! What are you talking about? Of course I like to have fun. No need to get upset. I mean, Tink, girl. Sorry, you're right. Maybe I do need to relax a little. Okay, I'll join your game and I'll win too. All right. I think, Donald, you just said it's a great day for fishing, which, you know, okay. I support you if you'd like to go fishing. How do I? Oh. Vanellope, there you are.
If Elsa's here, then
On the topic of expansions, though, you'd say it's a safe bet Wish Blossom Ranch will be objectively the best one yet, since mounts will probably be something we'll use constantly. I'm very excited about Wish Blossom Ranch. Like, I think the one thing for me that's keeping me from being perhaps as excited as I was about the other two is just the fact that I know we have a long wait ahead of us still. I imagine probably once we get the showcase and have the rest of the reveal, I'll be as excited as I was about the previous two DLCs. But it's hard getting excited about something when you know you have 2.5 months still potentially until it arrives. Hey, Tink. Wait, what? This is Vanellope speaking, not me, I think. Hey, Tink, word around here is you're planning a game. I am. Do you want to play? Of course I do. As long as you're not too scared, I'll crush you, of course. We'll see about that. I'm pretty good at games myself. Is that a challenge? Yep. Then I'll be there. And hey, winning stuff like this is in my code, so you can just go ahead and put my name on the trophy now. I will say, I don't know. I'm curious to see the villain reveal. So far, the 3 theories I've seen are Evil Queen and Hans. Those ones I've seen somewhat equally. And the last one I saw mostly in chat on Wednesday was King Candy. And listen, I kind of hope it's King Candy just for the chaos of it all. I think that would be so funny. You think you're losing sanity with Scrooge's inventory? You could time travel one day at a time for 20 days and you will get one new item. I don't time travel in the game. I don't know if you actually do. Don't recommend it, by the way. But I feel like I've played 20 days. Well, no. Okay, that's a little bit disingenuous because I did get that green thorn and I got the painting, but it's usually many days in between getting new items. New name. Hello. How are you doing today? The Burr months of the year always go by extremely fast for you. I don't know if they do for me.
Right?
The wait seems so long, but it'll suddenly be here and we'll be scrambling to get ready. I mean, I do kind of believe that because so many things are happening in the next couple of months. Well, so many things that I'm excited about anyway. So I feel like it will probably go quickly. So how'd it go? Do we have some folks ready to join in the fun? Yes, it's shaping up to be a pretty good game. Great. Now I started planning out the details, but I'm going to need your help to make things perfect. Whatever you say, boss. Oh, Tink, I'm not the boss. I mean, sure, I came up with the idea and I've done all the planning and organizing, but come on, this is teamwork. All right, so what should I do next? Well, I need you to make each player a flagpole. Oh, and I was thinking you could dress in some kind of uniform. Riley loves her hockey jersey. Putting it on before a game really gets her in the zone. Okay, I'll go ahead and craft some flagpoles for the players. Fantastic, and then you can dress up in something yellow, you know, for the theme. Capture the sun, of course. You want Dr. Facilier so bad. I do too. I also don't think he'll be in this DLC though, nor would I really want him to. He needs a certain amount of like... He needs to enter the game with a certain amount of gravitas, and entering via a ranch DLC does not feel like it's giving that to me personally. You're naming your noble steed Cherry. No, I am being so serious. I desperately need you to create merch ASAP. that says Cherry Gate on it. Please, please, please. Yeah, Facilier needs his own moment. I mean, my ideal outcome perhaps would be on next year's roadmap, maybe seeing like a Princess in the Frog Realm where we got Facilier and Naveen. Like, that'd be chill with me. Or even Naveen and Charlotte. And then next year's full DLC, maybe we got Facilier as a villain. Because, like, I really need Naveen and Facilier. I don't really care when I get them as long as it's next year. I don't care when I get them as long as it's next year. You think it will realistically be Hans, but you'd be okay with King Candy. You don't see Evil Queen. I feel like Evil Queen kind of makes sense from a, what was this for? Oh, that was from, I guess I'll make that. Those were items that I believe were from the realm. Don't tell me what to do with them. I'm sure it's one of those like little hidden quests. I'll figure it out eventually. I think Evil Queen makes sense when you're looking at Storybook Vale bringing Maleficent and Aurora because we're getting Snow White. Evil Queen kind of makes sense. The castle looks like it sort of kind of could be loosely based on the Snow White castle, and they love to put a villain in the DLC in a home that's like just stuck in the DLC. So I get it from that perspective, but I feel like it's kind of like the gravitas thing with Facilier in that, like, I don't see the Evil Queen, the icon, the Evil Queen being like, I guess I'm like in charge of this ranch and I'm just gonna like let it deteriorate. I don't know. It doesn't fit the vibe to me personally. Do we think we're getting a candy biome? I feel like we have to be getting a candy or like ice cream sweets kind of biome, because why else would there be a giant cherry in the landscape? You know, like it could just be a feature, kind of like how we have Miss Tilly in Rift in Time, or we have like the Teapot Falls and Teapot Falls, but even those kind of fit the biome that they're in. So I feel like if we have this big structure that has some kind of massive cherry built into the landscape, the thing that makes the most sense to me is like candy, sweets, ice cream, right? May I speak with you? Ralph is long overdue. Correct, but I don't anticipate he's coming in this DLC because of multiple reasons. One of which is a reason, and one of which is we have two undetermined characters or unannounced characters coming besides Snow White and Tinkerbell. One of them's a villain, which leaves one character, and I feel like that character is either going to be like a Winnie the Pooh character or possibly Pinocchio.
Oh.
Thank you, Tink. These are perfect. It was nothing really.
No, no, no.
Tink, don't sell yourself short. You're making this
Okay.
game happen. Now, while you were making those, I talked to all our players and told them to meet us in the Dream Castle. Okay, we should head over to the Dream Castle now so we don't keep everyone waiting. Don't forget to dress in something yellow for the game. Okay, I can do that. Your horse will be named Blue Jeans, like Hannah Montana. Something yellow. Oh, yes. This is perfect for Capture the Sun. Ignore the boots. I'm living my Cinderella story realness right now. Hi, Lady Danbury. Hi, Brandy. Hello. You hope not Pinocchio? You don't care for him? There are many characters that I would not necessarily consider my favorite that I don't really mind if they're added. Pinocchio, I would not say is one of my favorite characters, but I don't mind if he's added. Or when, I imagine, because I feel like he probably will be added. What do I think Maximus is? Do I think he's going to be a character or a companion or a new category? Well, the Steam page stated that we were getting 4 new, they used either the word characters or villagers, or possibly both. And then it also specified that we were getting 3 horses. So I imagine also that little interview that we watched said that we were going to be getting horses that operated like similar to villagers. So I think they're definitely a different category, but I think they're going to be somewhat more similar to villagers than companions, but I think they will be a separate thing than either of those.
Hey there.
Hello, Tink. Capture the sun. What should I do? Gather the Capture the Sun players for a picture. I mean, every team needs a team photo, right? Mom puts Riley's hockey team photo on the fridge every single year. Okay.
We'll talk again soon, okay?
Sure. Hey, everybody. Come this way. Merlin, yeah. Sure. What a stunning photo. Do I think we'll ever get Star Wars characters? I don't know. Possibly. They gave us some Star Wars items, so possibly. Wait. Take a picture of everyone together? Did I not just? Oh. Do I have to get Joy in there too? Or do I specifically need to take it like this? Come on, everybody. Oh, there we go. That'll be so great. You didn't think of that? You think we'll get Tinkerbell, Snow White, Winnie the Pooh, and you think the villain will be Hans. I wouldn't mind Hans as a villain, I think. I feel like he's the one that would make the most sense out of the names that have been thrown around. Although, if it really is a candy biome, I could see King Candy. I just think, like, I don't know. I don't know if he has, like, the... not popularity, because I would not necessarily say that Hans is a popular character, but, like, the combination of popularity and also, like, relevance. I think Hans has him kind of beat out on those things. All right, Tink, how are you feeling? Ready to do this? I was born ready. Ooh, I love that competitive edge. It's all in good fun, of course.
Fantastic.
Now, let's get this game started. Grab 3 floating suns and bring them to your flagpole. Okay. Floating sun 1. Come here, floating sun. Oh. No, Joy, you're ruining this for me. Oh no. Get over here. It's the books all over again. Were the flying books the first thing we had like this? You feel like Hans is underappreciated as a villain because Elsa is the main source of conflict, but his plot twist, we all moved. We all moved. That was a big shock. To me, at least. I was not expecting that. Congratulations, Tink, you won, and here's your prize. There's something a little tacky about being the person to set up a competition and not only competing in it but also winning it. That's an interesting move, Valley Tink. Wait, what rant are we doing, Lucy? What in the world? A plush bear head? Anyway. Joy, why was my prize this plush bear head? What? That was not what I put in the prize box. What is that? I'm not sure. I'm a little scared. Who put this in here? I'm not sure about this, Tink. I get a strange feeling from that plush bear head. Is this a crew prank or some kind of special effect? I don't know, but there's something sad about it. Looking at it makes me feel off. Well, we should keep this thing safe for now. Sheesh, all I wanted was to play a fun game to raise morale, and now this weird bear shows up. What is going on here? I'm not sure, Joy. I'll hold on to it until we have more information. Oh, not Anthony's comment about bringing Anakin to the valley. You know what? I'm feeling gracious today. I'll let that one slide. You think the vibe of Wish Blossom Ranch... WR is a weird I don't like WR as the abbreviation for this. I don't know. Something about it looks too close to like WB for like Warner Bros. My brain just kind of like short circuits a little bit when I see it. Also, Wish Blossom Ranch doesn't really have a very nice ring to it, but you think the vibe is that the villain or ruler has let it deteriorate, then Hans makes the most sense, as he would probably only care about having the title of ruler king, nothing else. That's what I'm feeling too. I feel like in general, it's like, at least for the previous two DLCs that we had, the villains kind of went to the places or wound up at the places to intentionally try to take over. And I just don't really see the evil queen desiring to take over a ranch map, you know? You love the streams. They make you laugh so much. I'm glad. The joy and sadness quests go back to back. That's kind of cute. I don't mind it. You always think about salad dressing when you hear Wish Blossom Ranch? Oh no. That's not something that had been in my head before, but now I guess it will be. Joy always looks on the bright side for Riley. I don't know how to do that. Storms a brewin'. Start the quest. Hello, Tink. I noticed it's been raining inside some of the buildings. Is that usual around here? No, definitely not. I guess I need your help then. Of course I'll help you. I'm not sure why, but it started raining inside Remy's restaurant, Mr. McDuck's shop, and the Dream Castle. Strange things happen around here a lot. That must be hard to deal with. Oh no, girl, please don't. Oh no. Okay. It takes some getting used to. Oh, there's one other thing I'm worried about though. What is it? What if I'm causing the rain? Girl, stop. Can you do that? No, I mean, I never have before. I just have this feeling. There's something really sad happening here. I need to investigate these clouds for more info. Afterwards, I'll talk to Joy about this. Maybe the three of us can figure it out. Okay. Kayla, about your comment about coming up with a better abbreviation with more, or once we have more information, that reminds me, I'm confused because the DLC is called Wish Blossom Ranch, and I feel like it's just a matter of I don't know. I feel like it's something that will be cleared up, but to me, there's some confusion about whether the map is called Wish Blossom Ranch or Wish Blossom Mountains, because they've used both in the different like press releases for the world. But then they also used Wish Blossom Ranch as the possible name for the biome that we saw. But then they also used the Wishing Alps as a name for the biome that we saw. So, couple notes. One, which is which? Belle, why are you floating? Two, having Wish Blossom Ranch, Wish Blossom Mountains, and Wishing Alps all as three names for presumably different things, too confusing. It's like when everyone in a fantasy book has a last name or like has a first name that's two syllables and ends with like a or a, like, or it's usually three syllables. It's like, I'm confused. Who is who? Like, the things are too similar. Take a picture of one of the rain clouds. Okay. Oh, I need to change my outfit. Change back to this, but change my cute little critters to you and the capybara. You. You feel like characters that are heavily associated with each other are going to get intertwining quests like this from now on. I don't mind it if they come at the same time. Getting quests that are intertwining. For now. We'll see if I change my mind. Look at that rain. Okay, talk to Joy about sadness. Also, thank you all for liking the stream if you have. I do appreciate it. Also, Joy, even though I'm not questing with you, can I have you hang out with me still? Because I still need more minutes of you being with me. Oh no, is Riley okay? I don't know. This isn't about Riley. Not everything's about Riley, Joy. Gosh. I don't understand. Sorry, it's just... Will you help me help Sadness? Of course, what is it? Rain clouds have been appearing inside some buildings around the valley, and Sadness is worried she's causing them somehow. Is that something she can do now? That's the question of the hour, it would seem. Personally, I have no idea.
Right.
Well, she's never made it rain anywhere else before. Maybe it's the fact that we're lying to them, saying this is a dream production set. Either way, I know what to do. We should distract her, and then we can see if the rain stops. Very good idea. Maybe a gift to make her smile? Yes, who doesn't love gifts? I'll find her something. Something unique. Great idea, and make sure it's blue. It's kind of her favorite color. Gotcha. How about flowers? I'll find some blue ones to distract Sadness from the indoor rain clouds. Then we'll see if the clouds disappear or not. Okay, also, let's hang out. Thanks, thanks. Collect some blue flowers for Sadness. You think the DLC name is Wish Blossom Ranch, the map might be the Wish Blossom Mountains, and the biome we saw is the Alps. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but it's also confusing. I didn't mind, like, I kind of liked how Rift in Time was called Rift in Time, but the map was Eternity Isle. Those things were different enough and felt like fitting enough to the DLC as a whole and the map that I didn't really have an issue with that. But for Storybook Vale, I think just for simplicity, it kind of made sense to just name the DLC after the map, or the map after the DLC, whichever one came first, you know? Especially if the names are so similar, like Wish Blossom Mountains and Wish Blossom Ranch. I wish they would just, like, call them the same thing. They started doing the quest integration with Timon and Pumbaa and have been leaning into it more. You like it? You wish the Aurora and Maleficent ones were better done, though. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's nice. Sadness? Sadness? Where's the little blue bummer? Oh, there you are. Okay. You think Wish Blossom Ranch is an area within the Alps, kind of like the library is in the Bind? Oh, like a sub-biome kind of thing.
Do you have some time?
Let me give you these, and those. I brought you some blue flowers, Sadness. Thanks, Tink. They're pretty. Aren't they so gorgeous? Yeah, I guess. What's wrong? What if I really am causing those rain clouds? Riley doesn't like rain most of the time. It means she can't play street hockey. Girl, respectfully and as sensitively as possible, Riley is not here. We're gonna have to move on at some point. But the flowers, I thought they'd distract you from all of these feelings. I'm sorry. That's okay. You can't help it. Besides, I think we're going about this all wrong. I haven't really asked you why you feel the way you do. I guess I'm just worried I've caused all these problems. And now everyone's upset and it might be all my fault. What if it gets worse? What if it hurts someone? What if it hurts Riley? I feel like no one is mad. It's hard to feel like you've upset people. That's true. Yeah, but you know, talking it out helps a little bit. This actually gives me an idea. The villagers could be having some sad feelings right now, and that's what's causing those indoor rain clouds. Maybe you could try talking to them about their feelings. You could be their shoulder to cry on. Yeah, I can talk to Remy. Oh, not Remy. In his restaurant and Mr. McDuck in his store. And I know Mickey has been spending time in the Dream Castle lately. I'll craft a few items to help them open up to me. Oh, okay. Like a tissue box and crying eyeglasses. That's a really good plan, Tink. I'll stand by and try to think of ways to help too. I feel like it's undeniable at this point. We've reached manipulation level like 8 out of 10 right now. Well, no, we were at a 10. The specific act is like level 8. We were like, I know. I'll force the villagers to talk to me about their feelings by making them tissue boxes and crying eyeglasses, so they have no choice but to reveal their deepest, darkest, saddest feelings to me. Did I need enough? I probably needed, yeah, 3 of these. Hi, Dominique, hello. They're really leaning into our avatar as a villain, and I'm not sure whether it's intentional or not. I think it's not intentional, but it's reading that way to me personally. Bring the tissue boxes to sadness. 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 You were right around here last time. Where have you scampered off to? Girl, you move fast. Okay. Not Disney Dream Dark Valley. Listen. I think, wait. What if, listen, just walk with me for a minute. What if it's intentional, and as the Forgotten is getting better, we are getting worse, and then we're gonna have to go on a quest to become a better person again? Listen, I'm big braining over here. And what if, for some reason, I don't know, just for some reason, that quest includes Atlantis? We've low-key been in our villain era ever since we finished the main story. I really noticed it like maybe in the Mulan update, when I think that was the reveal of like, if they go back, they'll forget everything again. And we just like started keeping that from people. Hi, Yuri. Hello. Okay, so I made some tissue boxes and a pair of crying eyeglasses to really show some empathy. Not to show some empathy. She said feeling empathy? No. Indicating that I feel empathy? Yes. To really show, oh wait, this is worse. Okay, wait. So the tissue box, the tissue boxes are for them when they cry. The crying eyeglasses are for us to make it look like we're crying. That's even worse than I thought it was. To really show some empathy when I talk to the villagers. Oh no. Hi, Kristen. Hello. We've low-key been regressing to what started the forgetting in the first place. Honestly. You haven't spoken to them yet? Nope. I want you to come with me for that. You're so understanding. You clearly know the importance of all our emotions. I guess I do try to do that. It's nice that you noticed. Thank you. Hi, Yana. Hi, Carice. Hello. This is why I need you to come with me. Together, we can get our friends to open up to us. And then we can see if those indoor rain clouds disappear. Exactly. Come on, let's go talk to Remy, Mr. McDuck, and Mickey together. Although, to be fair, in my character's defense, she has had to put up with 3 years of Remy telling her that this place is no Paris, of solving everyone's problems, of being an individual and couples counselor, solving all of the mystical, magical mayhem that's been going around with minimal support, but many people trying to take the credit. So I feel like a villain arc was kind of inevitable, to be fair. Fake empathy and emotional manipulation. Well, yes. What a great storyline it would be to have a kind of nightmare inside the dream. Well, yes. It's giving we're the problem within the valley. Oh my goodness. Look at... Look at these glasses. She that is the face of someone who is so unbothered, and yet she's got the boohoo tears coming out the side of her glasses. Wow. You're starting to think the lore keeper had a point. Something ain't right.
Hey, it's you.
Hey Remy, storms are brewing. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me! Okay, I thought my game was freezing. Oh, Tink, please tell me you know what's going on. I need these rain clouds out of here. Actually, we think the clouds might be here because of you. What? Remy, how have you been feeling lately? That's also a crazy thing to just come out and say. Other than annoyed by these clouds, I'm fine. Really? You don't feel anxious or depressed or miserable in any way? We're here to listen if you need to talk about something. Well, okay. The truth is, I've been worried about the restaurant. I want to make some new and exciting dishes, but what if no one likes them? And if I don't do something new, what if everyone gets bored and stops eating here and goes to the better restaurant, Tiana's Palace? Wow. I'm not sure what would be worse, losing my restaurant or disappointing my diners. It sounds like a difficult situation. Disappointing your diners. That would be like failing, huh?
Oh.
Exactly. If the diners don't like my food, what would that say about my skills as a chef? This is the only thing I've ever wanted to do. Remy, your food is some of the most delicious I've ever eaten, and I'm sure everyone who dines at Chez Remy agrees. You're right. I guess I just panicked a bit. Thanks, Tink, and you too, Sadness. Talking about this has really helped. That's good. Oh, Tink, look, I think the clouds are starting to disappear, aren't they? It's working. Come on, Sadness, we should go to Mr. McDuck's shop next and get him to talk things out with us too. We're like, okay, bye, Remy. Bye. It's okay, Remy, you never cook anyway. You know what? That's true. Visit Scrooge. Stop. The tears following us like a little contrail as we're running is so funny. Peter's feet being right on the table. You need him to be serious. I don't know. I feel like that level of disrespect is a bit warranted in Remy's because we all know those people are not getting their food unless I give it to them. Oh, this feels like a good time to save, actually. Scrooge. What's up, homie?
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Dang, not thanks goodness. Speaking of thank goodness, remember last week when there was that Wicked for Good teaser? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the sip reminder, Lucy.
Grimsby about this place. He's never gonna believe me.
Do I think they'll change Remy and Scrooge's build aesthetics to match the ranch theme like Storybook Vale? I think they will if there's a Remy's and Scrooge's there. I feel like... Will there be? Probably. But we didn't see one in any of the clips, but we didn't see the whole biome, but it seems like that Wishing Alps, I think from context, that biome that we've got a sneak peek at is called the Wishing Alps. It feels like that's the main like central biome of the DLC. So I would imagine Remy's and Scrooge's would be there, and we didn't see it or even like a space for it. The area with the maypole looking thing seems like it's the main area, so I don't know. Tink, thank goodness you're here. Do you know why these rain clouds are taking over my shop? I do actually. Sadness, care to chime in? Mr. McDuck, how have you been feeling lately? I'm making good money, so I'd say I'm feeling just fine. Fine isn't the same as happy, though.
Uh-huh.
Says who? I have everything I need, don't I? Okay, well, look at these critters completely broken over here. Okay, well, if there is something on your mind, we're here to listen. Well, if you're gonna keep insisting. I suppose I haven't exactly felt like myself lately. My business is very important to me, you know, but sometimes I just want a vacation, and then the guilt of that eats away at me. It must be hard to have such conflicting feelings. I agree with sadness. It's hard to find balance between work and relaxing. You understand, I love my business, so how can I even think of taking time away from it? Everyone needs a break sometimes, even the most shrewd businessmen. Ah, you're right. It's just hard to remember that sometimes. Thank you, both of you. I think I'm starting to feel better. Sometimes we just need to talk things out. Sparkle me spats! Would you look at that? The clouds are starting to go away. So you must be feeling better. Sadness, I think this means it's time to go to the Dream Castle to talk to Mickey. All right. Now that Tiana's can be placed, I think they'll update hers too? No. In a long line of continued disrespect towards Tiana, I think they'll just keep her palace looking the same as it does. Just like I don't think they'll update the stalls. Just because we can place them on different maps. I think they'll just continue to look standard. I personally would love a skin for various stalls for Tiana's palace. Specifically, no offense, Tiana, you deserve a huge location, but I would like a smaller footprint because I'm really scared to put Tiana's down in the other maps because it just takes up so much space footprint wise, and the fact that we can't remove it again means that it's just going to be a struggle for ever, essentially, trying to make it work in areas. Hi, Catherine. Hello. You're interested to know what types of new produce and resources may be in the new DLC? Yes. Ready for Cinderella's first dream style to be her work outfit without an apron. Listen, I know it's unlikely, but I need a dream style for Cinderella that's not based off of Lily James, but does have the dress that Lily James wears in the movie. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know if they would make a dream style based off of her, because I do think they'd have to pay her if they like made the face look like her face, but I feel like they could do the dress on her, right? And that could work. In a long line of continued disrespect, I mean, put her next to Remy and built a courtyard. In your head it's a competition and she's winning. I mean, speak on it. She actually cooks. I've seen it myself. You put Tiana's down because it's your way of forcing her on everyone else in the same way Remy's been forced on you. Well, yes. The 2015 dress might be the most stunning piece of clothing you've ever seen. I hope at some point in my life I'm able to see it on display somewhere. Like sometimes there will be different, they're usually like pop-ups or short-term installments in some kind of a museum or something like that where they'll have the actual costume pieces on display. And I feel like in the movie it's stunning, but it's very clearly like visually altered with the colors and things like that. I feel like, and I've heard that it's so stunning in person, and I would love to be able to see it in person. Hey there, Ting, Kaya Sadness. Have you seen these rain clouds in the Dream Castle? They sure are magical, huh? Mickey doesn't seem to mind. So you like the rain clouds? You bet. They're kind of silly and fun and not much of a problem to deal with. Mickey, it's okay to feel upset when something bothers you. Sadness said your feelings are wrong. It's okay to feel upset when something bothers you. You don't have to be happy all the time. Oh, I know that, but I think it's important to look on the bright side. That's what I try to do. And not just for me. Being positive helps my friends, too. Why are you in this outfit, Mickey? Sadness is right. Looking on the bright side is good sometimes, but you also need to let out your true feelings. Bottling it up will make it worse later. I guess I never thought of it that way. The truth is, sometimes it is hard to feel happy, and these clouds are getting in the way. Oh, Mickey, look, talking about your true feelings is making the clouds disappear. Gosh, would you look at that? Wow, I feel much better now. Thanks, Sadness, and you too, Tink.
My
neighbors
Well,
are
amazing. All the indoor rain has stopped. Now that I'm done taking advantage of everybody, I can remove these glasses. You feel like Glinda's blue gown in For Good is inspired by it to an extent. It doesn't hit the same way, though. Do I think that it was inspired by it? I'm not sure. I hope they release more featurettes and things with Paul Tazwell talking about the costume design. Because that was one of my favorite things that came out of the first movie's kind of like press run. I loved seeing Paul Tazwell talk about the costuming and like the inspirations. She has two different very similar bluish, they're kind of like a bluey periwinkle kind of iridescent, very kind of similar to the way the Cinderella dress actually is in real life, not in the movie. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were somewhat inspired by that. We did it, Sadness. It wasn't you causing the indoor rain clouds after all. We just needed to get the villagers to open up about some of their feelings. Yeah, Sadness, girl, why now? So everything's great and we're all done here, right? Actually, I'm not sure. I'm still pretty worried, but I'm not sure why. Sadness, you need therapy. Maybe we just didn't get rid of all the rain clouds like we thought we did. Maybe. I'm sure that's it and nothing more. Let's go see if we can find any more rain clouds around the valley. Okay.
Goodbyes are so sad.
She said parting is such sweet sorrow. Have I seen Joy's animation where she's holding the memory of Riley and her parents? I don't think I have, but that sounds really cute. Okay. Oh, here's a rain cloud. You're also curious about how they'll wrap up the year with Cindy. They have to close it out with a bang. Yeah, I know we're probably not getting a realm. I mean, it's okay if it's next year. I was just expecting an end of year dramatic cutscene where one of the wings, it's not even a wing, one of the side aisles of the dream castle opens up. And it's like, I don't know, the equivalent of like a level up menu. It would okay, listen, I need it to be so iconic that it evokes the feeling of a Sailor Moon transformation. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what I need from the new like section of realm doors being available, and it just feels like that should be associated with Cinderella, but I don't think it's going to work out that way. Yeah, the ta-da moment. We need something like that because it's a big deal. The game's been out, not officially, but in early access for 3 years at this point, just about 3 years. If not actually 3, because it did come out in September, I believe. The fact that we're done with that middle section is a big milestone. Hi, Mia. I'm excited for the DLC as well. Well, we found some more clouds, but they don't seem to be coming from any one particular villager. Do they feel different to you, Tink? Yeah, they're actually making me feel a little sad. It reminds me of a memory, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I think I was all alone. Tink, are you okay? Yeah, I think so. Let's just focus on these sad clouds for now. Okay, if you're sure. You know, all this time we've been clearing the clouds by helping people embrace their bad feelings. I bet we need to do something similar here. I have an idea. It's a little strange, though. Just how out there is it? What if we watered the sad clouds with tears? Doesn't that feel a little counterintuitive? I'm intrigued. Well, so far these clouds have gone away when villagers talk about their negative feelings instead of ignoring them. Like, the not good feelings gave the clouds what they needed. I get where you're coming from, but it kind of feels like Keyleth striking the lightning dragon with Call Lightning. Like, I feel like it's gonna power up the sad clouds. Maybe if we put more sadness into them, they'll move on. It's just an idea, but it probably won't work. No, I think you're onto something. So we basically need to fight sadness with sadness. I guess so. If it will clear these clouds and remove some of this intense sorrow in the valley, I think it's worth a shot. Okay, I can give you some of my tears to use. I cry a lot. Bach? What are you doing here? You still can't believe they chose Inside out of all the things to be the very last door in the main roads. Don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about that. You know we're getting a fade to black. No, no, no. If there's a time for them to go all out on a cutscene, it's this. It's for opening the next area of the Dream Castle. Crying Cloud watering can upgrade. Okay. You're thinking about getting a Steam Deck? You went from Switch to Mac and now you can't play on your Switch because the lag is unreal. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I've heard kind of mixed things about how Dreamlight Valley performs on Steam Deck. Overall, it seems that many games tend to do fairly well on the Steam Deck, but I think I have seen a few complaints about Dreamlight Valley. I myself do not own a Steam Deck, so I can't speak on that. Okay, I need more sad clouds. Oh, there's one. The plaza and the meadow. You would imagine a heavily decorated valley is probably not the greatest. Wait, for what? Oh, for the Steam Deck. You... I feel like one has to be in the meadow. So let's run down there. Your partner is still loving the Apple Arcade version on his Mac Pro and it runs and looks so good. That's cool. Oh no, not this. Why am I standing inside it? Okay. A plush bear body appeared. Pick it up. Okay. Show Sadness the plush bear body. Okay. Your Switch still runs pretty smooth, but your next handheld would probably be the PlayStation one. I didn't know there was a PlayStation. Wait. Is there like a newish PlayStation handheld? I feel like I know of an old one, but I'm not really the most... Like, I don't really keep up with consoles very much. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you, Joy. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Can't talk now. I need to find Sadness, actually. While I'm here, break this. Okay. There you are. PlayStation Portal from a year or two ago. Oh, interesting. Your item limit went up, which causes the lag, but you still would like to play somewhere else than your desk. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Your Switch is super pixelated now. Like whenever you're close up to something, everything is just a square of color. I haven't really played much on my Switch, but the main thing I remember from playing on the Switch is everything takes so long to like interact with. So like when you're cooking, selecting an ingredient takes so long for it to actually select. Clicking to cook, it takes so long for it to actually cook. Like clicking to interact with the Goofy stall takes so long for Goofy to actually show up. That's the biggest bummer for me. There are rumors that PlayStation will release a handheld console version for Wait, have they confirmed a PS6? Girl. Girl is an interjection about that being interesting. Didn't they just release a more expensive PS5? Anyway. Sadness, look at this. The last sad cloud dropped this plush bear body. Well, it wasn't the last. I certainly saw another one. That's strange. You know, I found a plush bear head with Joy not too long ago. These must be connected somehow. Super Sleuth Tink. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a coincidence.
Never forget.
You should keep the plush bear body for now. Tink, I'm pretty tired. I think I need to go be by myself for a while. No problem. Thanks for all your help with those rain clouds. Ooh, spark joy. Yes, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
My beauty.
We have the hockey stick and the skates. One thing about me, I hate hockey skates. I think it's because I used to ice skate, and ice skates are so much more, they feel so much more stable than hockey skates. Because what do you mean there's no toe pick? What do you mean the blade is like rounded? So if you lean a little bit too forward or back, it's like a rocking chair and you just like fall off. Is it supposed to be a tool? No, it's just an accessory. It is a cute accessory though. There were recently PS6 leaks, so everything is up in the air. Oh, gotcha. PlayStation 5 came out 5 years ago. Really? Goodness gracious. I didn't think it was that long. Yeah. If I had to guess, I would have said like 2022 or something. Wish we could tell the villagers I'm tired. I need to go be by myself. Yeah, where's that option for us, actually?
Hi.
You have your valley and the DLCs all at 5,500 items on your Steam Deck, and it works perfect. Okay, that's good to know. You just got the nostalgic capybara. Yes, it is cute. I have mine equipped right now. There it is.
Now this is an island I can spend
Tink, great to see you. Mood swings. Start the quest. Now, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, actually. Wait, I need someone to confirm, because I saw like a little short or something that was like all of the movie musicals coming out in the next X amount of years or something. They were really silly with it though, because they put Merrily We Roll Along on there, which famously they're filming over like 25 years or something like that. No, it was like 20 years or something. It's not coming out until 2040. It's kind of iconic that they're doing that. It's kind of like that one movie that I never saw, but it was called, I think, Boyhood, where they filmed it over a number of years, so you see the actor actually aging with the character aging. Anyway, they're doing that. All of this to say, on this list was the next Moana movie. Do they already have like a release year for that? Like, is that confirmed with the release year? I figured they were making one from the way that Moana 2 ended up, but I didn't know that was like a done deal kind of thing. Hi, Decorista. Hi, Freeze. Hello. Tink, I'm so glad you're here. Now, I don't like saying this, but was it Merrily? I'm pretty sure it was Merrily. Anyway, I don't like saying this, but we have a problem. Everyone who played Capture the Sun with us seems to be a little upset. I'm worried something weird is going on, like with those indoor clouds. I can help. Why are they upset? We're not sure. Sadness actually noticed it first. All the players seem really gloomy. Sadness. And Sadness, you aren't causing this? She was like, who, me?
Right.
It's definitely not about Sadness, Tink. Everyone feels sad sometimes. That's true, but I think this is different. I can go talk to the villagers that played Capture the Sun with us. I'll see if I can figure out what's wrong. Thank you. We definitely need to do some digging and get to the bottom of this sadness epidemic. I wanted to inspire people, not whatever this is.
With this neighborhood.
Oh. Sorry, you know what I mean. Wasn't Moana supposed to turn into a series? The second movie, from what I hear, was originally conceptualized as a series, and then they changed it to a movie. You don't think Moana 3 is officially confirmed, but no brainer given how Moana 2 performed. Well, yes. I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, the Moana live action. I forgot about that. That's kind of a wild one, I'm not gonna lie. Moana is still actively kicking. Like, you know, like, Moana 2 just happened. Moana 3 is allegedly in the works, like, and we have a live action coming out amidst all of that. That one feels a little soon to me. And I'm not a live action hater for the sake of hating live actions. Don't want to hear anything about Moana after the Tiana series got canceled. Yet another thing in a long line of Tiana disrespect all around. It's not just Gameloft. You've been known to be a live action apologist for some of them, but the Moana one is truly baffling to me. Yeah. I would not say I'm like a live action apologist. Well, I would say I'm mostly I'm mostly neutral about them. I understand why they make them from a business perspective. No matter how much people talk about how much they hate them, the numbers dictate otherwise. People show up and show out for the live actions in general. So like, they're making money. Why would they stop doing something that's making them money? Also, I think some of them are good. Not all of them. Some of them are bad. Some of them are good, but like, that's kind of any movie. So I mostly don't care about the fact that live action movies exist, but I do think it's a bit odd to be in the midst of still working on the animated movies and dropping a live action at the same time. Have I seen the live action Snow White? You know, I certainly watched part of it. And I was a little bit perplexed by what I saw. A live action Aristocats. One thing I need us to stop doing. One thing I need us to stop doing is, I know you put it in quotations, which is fair, because like all these CGI animal movies being called live action movies is so funny to me. I mean, I've kind of said it till the cows come home. Okay. At the risk of sounding sacrilegious, I will say it's been a minute since I watched the animated Cinderella. It was not my favorite movie as a kid, but I feel like the live action Cinderella really slaps, and I might prefer it to the animated one. The live action Snow White was kind of okay. This is really unfortunate. My kind of opinion about it is that the public discourse about it before it came out, before any visuals or anything were even shown, was unfortunate. And I hate that the haters were right. The haters were unfortunately correct that it was a little flop adjacent in my personal opinion. But I feel like the reason that it was flop adjacent was not the reason that people were saying it was going to be. I don't tolerate Rachel Zegler hate on this channel because I think most of it is manufactured and not in good faith, but she also was probably the best thing about that movie, the bit that I watched. But the rest of the movie, we had some problems.
Hello, cute little kid, over here.
Hey Vanellope, so Tink and I noticed you've been feeling a little down lately. A little down? I feel horrible. I'm bored and sad and totally alone. Oh, and Tink? Yes? I think I've lost my sweet tooth. Oh no. That's terrible. I know. This is not normal for me. What can we do to help? I don't know. I've never felt like this before. Not even when I was living all by myself in Diet Cola Mountain. Please help me get my sweet tooth back. This morning I wanted to eat broccoli. Ew. Oh, that was so Little Rascals coded. Boys, ew, girls, ew. I love them so much. They smell weird. I need to watch that movie again. Okay, I'll come up with something, I promise.
Okay, go
I got you.
Get out of here.
Which live action Cinderella are we talking about? The actual like Disney one that came out in 2015. Now, the Rodgers and Hammerstein like made for TV special with Brandy is deity tier. Like that, we don't even need to talk about because everyone knows. Everyone knows that that's cinema at its finest. But the 2015 live action that launched the live actions for Cinderella, I did think was quite good. Your controversial opinion is that you like the live action Beauty and the Beast. The new songs I felt like were fairly good. I've only seen it once. My thing is, if we're making a musical, I would personally enjoy a cast that is suited to singing in a musical. You know? Also, Disney musicals in general, far too much auto-tune. The audacity to auto-tune Rachel Zegler's voice of anybody, like, okay, because that was wild. It wasn't as prolific as it is in many other Disney live action movies. I'm convinced that they live action for vibe, or not live action, they auto-tune for vibes, but like there's something so evil. There's something so gross about auto-tuning someone with as good of a voice as Rachel Zegler. Why would you do that? It just sounds bizarre. Merlin, Donald, and Goofy. You didn't love Snow White live action, but you thought it was a cute fairy tale adaptation. I feel like one of the biggest things was like the quality. The amount of money that they spent making that movie, I feel like was not to throw too much shade. I know people probably worked really, really hard on that movie, but like realistically, what I felt like I was watching was something more akin to like a Disney Channel movie. Now, I love a Disney Channel movie, but I go into it knowing it's not got the biggest budget. Some of the effects are going to be weird. Some of the CGI, like, it's going to be weird. The lighting, the sets, like, I felt like the way the movie looked, it was like not giving budget. Some of the editing was a little odd. Some people's acting performances were odd. Some of the writing was odd. Like, I just feel like it didn't reach the level that I wanted it to reach. You can't even make it through the live action Beauty and the Beast, Teddy. I feel like I need to try to watch that one again. I only saw it in theaters, I think, and I haven't watched it again. Hi, Merlin. Is everything okay? We noticed you seem a little down after Capture the Sun. You don't want to be closer for this conversation, Joy? Oh, Tink, Joy, how perceptive. There's just so much woe in me, and blast it all. I have no idea why. It's okay to be sad for no reason sometimes. That's true. Sadness taught me that. Long story. Anyway, sometimes it's important to just feel those things. You're both right, of course. I'm sensing a but coming. But this feels like a very deep sadness, perhaps a magical one even. We'll help you figure this out. No one should have to feel this way alone. That's right. We'll help you. Thank you both. Sigh. I haven't even been able to keep my library tidy. Joy and I will go make a plan to help you. Till then, take care of yourself, okay?
Look at all this dreamlight.
You've never watched the 2015 Cinderella. You don't even know that you knew it was a thing. Let you add it to your watch list, or should you not bother? I would recommend it. As far as I know, it was kind of the start of the Disney live action remake era that we're now in. And to be fair, if they had kind of taken the like route that they did with the Cinderella movie with a lot of the other live actions, I think people would feel a little bit more positively about them in general. And also, I feel like it's kind of the material as well, because Cinderella, I feel like, as far as I know, is a fairly short movie, and there's not like a whole lot of there in a lot of parts. So it was easy for them to expand it and like make a meaningful retelling. We're getting a raid. Welcome in, Mr. Star and Sky and friends. How are you doing? I think I have a command. I'm really bad at remembering which commands I have. How was stream? What were you up to? Hi, Sonia, Chrome, Sarah, hello. How do you feel about Jungle Book? I remember watching it, but I only saw it once. I remember liking it, but again, I don't remember it very well. Sissix, hello. Flamingo, hi. Rue. Okay, yes, the command worked. Everyone go check out Mr. Star and Sky, although I'm sure you all already know him. Lots of Dreamlight Valley content, lives, famously the creator of Dreamer's Portal, which I still have yet to check out, but super cool. Super cool concept. Have I done a build with the Pinecone house? I have not. I have done a build with the Cloud Cottage. That is over in my completed storybook veil that I still need to actually film a tour for. The Queen, Sarah, hello. I'm doing well, Mr. Star. How are you doing today? Were you working on a dream snap today? What were you up to? Valley Squirrels, hello. You realized a lot of people do not remember Fern Gully. I lived for Fern Gully. I do not believe it's Disney, though. I have the Cloud House over here in Ever After, with just like a little naturey place and the greenhouse house and the pink castle. I actually haven't been over here in a long time. This build is cute. Oh, you were decorating the beach today? Oh, I did see that, actually. I hope that was fun. Finally, decorating again feels good. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I just recently, within the past couple of weeks or so, finished decorating my storybook veil, and it was nice to get into decorating after a while of mostly just doing quests and dream snaps and stuff. Looks amazing. Thank you. The area was so well done. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really proud of that area in Ever After, actually, especially because those three houses I kind of just tossed together and I was hoping that I could make it work. And I feel like it worked surprisingly well, way better than I anticipated. You've yet to download Storybook Veil. You have 10 characters left to finish level 10 quests. Oh, nice. How is everybody feeling about the info about the new DLC that we got last week? Oh, right now, by the way, also, I'm Tink. Hi. If you came in here and you've not been around before, I play a lot of Dreamlight Valley. I also play other cozy games. We've been playing Tales of the Shire. We were playing Date Everything for a little bit. We try some new games from time to time. We're trying a new one on Tuesday. And yeah, I stream often. I try to build and stuff. And it's vibes. Thank you for coming by the channel. I appreciate it. And if anybody needs to raid and run, I totally understand. If you need a nap, if you need a snack, if you need to work, whatever. Super pumped about the new DLC. So excited. Not even a horse guy, but so excited. Yeah, I'm not a horse girl, but I'm excited. I think I'm most excited for the fact that we're getting both Snow White and Tinkerbell. That's amazing. And the fact that the mounts mechanic allows you to do some, if not all, of the valley tasks in a different, more efficient way. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Hi, Mackenzie. Hello. Thanks for hanging out, Decorista. Okay. Sigh. Donald, is everything all right? You can tell us. I'm also questing with joy and sadness right now. That's what we're up to today. No, I mean, yes, I'm fine. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, Donald. Okay, if you say so. Although, if I'm being honest, it almost looks like you're trying to bottle up your feelings. Today, we've also been talking a lot about how our avatar, our Dreamlight Valley self, is in their villain arc right now. And I gotta say, that's not really like you. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like myself. Poor Donald. There's definitely something weird happening. You aren't the only one feeling out of sorts. I guess I feel stuck. Maybe Joy and I can help. I think it's so odd that they stand so far away. Yes, we'll find a way to unstick you, we promise. We'll brainstorm some ideas and come back to you. Just hang tight. Okay. Then just Goofy. Do I think the DLC will beat Storybook Vale? It felt impossible when it just came out. I think it will be very difficult for anything to beat Storybook Vale aesthetically. So far, I'm not confident that it will. I feel like Wish Blossom Ranch, just from the first biome that we've seen, I think it's cute. It's not my favorite. But I think mechanics-wise, general content-wise, specifically with like paths and fences and stuff like that, I don't feel like it's gonna be that hard to beat Storybook Vale. Because one of my biggest complaints about Storybook Vale is that it doesn't really, like, once you finish the story, outside from being a pretty map, it doesn't really offer a lot. With Rift in Time, we have the ancient machines. We have the scramble coin, where even if you don't like it, there's incentive to play it because it's got a whole track that gives you cute little figures as rewards. With snippet catching, there's not really a reason to do it after you finish the story. And with the puzzles, there's not really a reason to do them once you finish them the first time. So I think just the little bit that they've said about mounts already, it's giving more replayability, more external usage than Storybook Vale. You wonder if we'll get Pocahontas or Raya first, the last two remaining princesses? I don't know. I would think possibly Raya, because they already threw her outfit in. You agree about Storybook Vale? The story and vibes are good, but longevity is not as good as Eternity Isle. Yes, I will be so surprised if we ever get a map that's prettier than Storybook Vale. I feel like they really, really did their big one with that. But in terms of everything else, like, at least from the two DLCs that we have, Rift in Time and Storybook Vale, I feel like Storybook Vale is weaker in pretty much every other aspect. Are we using WR or WBR as the acronym? I feel like WR makes the most sense because Wish Blossom is one word. But seeing WR looks like WB, which makes me think of Warner Brothers. So I don't know. But I feel like WR is what people have been using so far. Yeah, the ancient machines from Eternity Isle are so good. Like, I will never not use a vacuum. A vacuum is like probably the single most game-changing thing for me that's possibly ever been introduced to the game.
Gosh, I could use some help.
Storybook Vale is for the decorator girlies. The new DLC is giving you Barbie vibes. Really? I feel like the Wish Blossom Ranch name is giving me like My Little Pony vibes. Like, if we don't have the equivalent of a cutie mark that we can put on our customizable horses, what are we even doing here? Hello there, Tink. Howdy, Joy. How you doing? Goofy, you don't seem so great. Are you okay? Joy? Oh, there you are. Garsh. I'm not sure what's wrong. I just don't have the energy to do much of anything right now. That's not like you. It sure isn't. I don't even want to go fishing. Seriously? Something about fishing. I would really like to see Max actually from this, but also I stand 10 toes behind the fact we need, they don't have to, okay, we'll talk about it afterwards. Don't let me get off the, already losing words. Remind me, Goofy movie. Seriously, something strange is happening here. We'll help you find that spark again. We just need to make a plan. Okay, well, I'll wait for you here. So long. Okay. Talk to Joy again. Your first thought was My Little Pony when you saw the video. Yeah, I don't think like the aesthetics of it are necessarily there, but definitely the name. A cutie mark, seeing as to how you named all your ponies after My Little Pony characters. You be saying that made your heart swell? Listen, I've been told that I'm a Twilight Sparkle myself. But I've not really watched. I think I watched a teeny bit of like the first season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, but I wasn't like a My Little Pony girly. Oh girl, oh, okay. That was scary. My game kind of froze a minute after I clicked to interact. Goofy movie. Yes, I'm going to talk to Joy and then I will get to it when I'm probably able to run around a little bit more. I can't believe everyone who played Capture the Sun is so sad. I wanted to bring everyone together and inspire more fun dreams for Riley. This is a disaster. I don't think it's about the game, Joy. There's definitely something sad in the air. I think we need to focus on helping those affected right now. That could help us figure out exactly what's going on. Love that take charge attitude, Tink. Donald seemed to have some bottled up feelings. Let's help him let it all out. How do we do that? Good question. Luckily, I have the answer. We're gonna get Donald to break a few things. That's what anger would want to do. Not what I was expecting you to say. I love it. Let's talk to Donald and help him let loose a little bit. Okay. Really? Meet Donald inside it? Okay. Let me save this. It's like with SBV, but not SV. Wish Blossom is one word like storybook. It's interesting. I feel like I mostly see, well, maybe I see a combination of SV and SBV for people's things. You're newish to the game and don't know what the vacuum is still. Oh, so there are 3 different levels. I have the most advanced level of the vacuum out right now. But when you interact with it, it will show you, based on the level, items that are on the ground in the biome. So I think when it starts out with like wood and night thorns or something like that. And then it'll add like spices and flowers. Eventually, there are 3 different levels. And also like food items that I threw down. So you can go to the vacuum and pick things up by spending a little bit of mist. These are nice in general for just gathering materials as you're running around without having to go individually to them. But they're really, really nice when we have events like the summer event where there are marshmallows that spawn on the ground. You can just go to your vacuum and have them automatically picked up here instead of having to run through your valley and find them yourself. Twilight Sparkle is total Gemini vibes. Well, yes. Thanks for hanging out, Magister. You love My Little Pony, give you Applejack. I think I might have done like a little bit of research about My Little Pony because I also have, I forget what it's called. It's okay. So famously, I am a huge nerd and I specifically love Dungeons and Dragons, although I also love other tabletop role-playing games. I ran a mini campaign, if you want to call it that. It was just like 2 sessions, but it was the My Little Pony TTRPG. I ran it for my sisters and it was really cute. Goofy movie. What I was thinking of, I've been saying this for a long time. It wouldn't need to be live, but I would love us to have some sort of like in-valley concert event, right? I think if they ever added Powerline, it would be a perfect time to do that. If they wanted to add Disney Channel characters, they could add Hannah Montana and introduce it. Listen, we need a stage. We need a stage. It doesn't have to be in the valley, but it could pop up in the valley, or it could be like on a floating island and we go there and it's like just a little concert. It can even just be like the little video or something. I don't know. I just need some sort of in-valley music, something. Boys in Motion, we give you our devotion. Need it. You were just watching the My Little Pony movie yesterday with the fam. I didn't know they had a My Little Pony movie. About to DM a Disney-inspired game. I did actually play in a Disney-themed D&D campaign for a while. I was playing Aurora, and she was a warlock with the Archfey patron, and Maleficent was her patron. Oh, it was so fun. Okay. Slay. Now that I've talked about the Goofy movie Dreamlight Valley concerts, I need to go inside Donald's house. He's on a floating island, specifically the meadow one. Sounds like the in-game concerts they do in Fortnite. I don't think I've heard that about Fortnite, but I don't play Fortnite. But they have it in, what's that one game? It's a free-to-play game. You've got like little spirit things like floating around. I think they're blue. Like you're like an intangible sort of like silhouette shape and you kind of run around. You know, that's such a weird way to explain it, but I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. And they had Aurora, I think, do a whole thing for it. Also, I believe The Sims had like a concert event one time. The Cheetah Girls have to perform? Yes. You feel like you're the only one not dying for an underwater DLC, only because you feel like the new foliage would only work for those biomes. That's kind of my complaint about the Wishing Alps or whatever that one biome is. There's the foliage that has the snow mesh on it. And I feel like that's so limiting. So I know I saw at least some of the trees that didn't have the snow mesh on it, but I hope for every item that does have snow, they give us the same item without snow. Otherwise, it's like I'm never really going to use those items. Okay, Donald, we think what you need is to get a little destructive. How does that sound? What do you mean by that? You need to let all of those bottled feelings out by breaking some furniture. Why is Peter here? It isn't healthy to keep things in like that. Might sound strange, but sometimes letting loose can really help. Plus, this is a dream production set, right? We can build new props. Why are you always lying?
Really?
That's right, everything broken will be replaced. That does sound like it might make me feel better. Okay, Tink, let's do it. Didn't we have like a rage room quest with someone else at some point? Break some of Donald's furniture? Like the stuff from the Frost and Fairy Star path, don't even get me started. The gazebo is so beautiful, I don't think I'll ever use it. Because it doesn't necessarily fit in with the builds that I want to do in Frosted Heights, but I can't use it anywhere else. I thought this would cheer me up, but I'm still just as down as ever. Really? I thought for sure that would work. Thanks for trying. Well, Joy and I are going to help Merlin with the Dreamlight Library. We'll keep thinking of ways to cheer you up, too. Bye, Donald. Sorry, bud. Okay. Merlin is currently over in Ancient's Landing. Okay. You take a sip of my coffee. While we wait through the longest loading screen. Okay. Dreamlight Library. Okay, Peter, what are you doing here? Help Merlin out by cleaning the Dreamlight Library, spider webs, and nondescript potion bottles. Oh. The hockey equipment is from the event. Oh no, that's just a shelf. Oh my goodness. You know what I think I'm about to embark on? Unless I'm probably convinced against it. Okay. Much like Once Upon a Time, where dissimilar to Once Upon a Time in some ways, but I have watched all of Once Upon a Time. But every time I try to do a rewatch, I start from the beginning and I make it through like the first season and I never get any farther. I feel like I want to start watching This Is Us again, which I have watched the first couple seasons, but I've never finished it. And I've tried to restart it a couple times and I start from the beginning, which I feel like I will need to do. But I'm already so aware of the fact that I will cry every episode. But I feel like I was so invested in it and I feel like I need to know how it ends. And it's like, can I put myself through, how many seasons is it? Like 5? 5 seasons of heartbreak? I don't know. All right, Merlin.
Well, hello.
You did that 3 months ago. Highly recommend. Here's the thing. I know what happens in like the first, I think 3 seasons or like 2.5 or something. I remember where I ended, but I'm not going to say it because pretty much everything in This Is Us is kind of spoilery. But rest assured, it was sad. It's like, I know it's just a lot of bad up to that point. I imagine it'll be a lot of bad after that. Like, I don't know. I got to think about it. Hi, Merlin. Joy and I cleaned up your library. We thought that might cheer you up a bit.
Unfortunate.
You did? Well, I certainly do appreciate the assistance.
Right.
And yet, you still look sad. I suppose this is just deeper than an unorganized library. I worried that might be the case. Joy and I are gonna go talk to Vanellope. I like that we're like, well, that sucks. Moving on. Joy and I are gonna go talk to Vanellope next and see how we can help her, though I suspect it won't be simple. We're gonna find a way to fix this, Merlin.
I happen to be the world's most
All right.
powerful wizard.
Gotta find a way to fix this. You're currently rewatching Once Upon a Time on season 2. Now, I can never make it past the first season. Although, oh, you know what I do appreciate, actually? I don't remember if I talked about this on Wednesday when we were looking at the DLC stuff. I love this game. I love how every DLC is the equivalent to another season of Once Upon a Time. In Once Upon a Time, there's always another curse. In Dreamlight Valley, there's always another map with a Night Lord. Like, it's like so rinse and repeat. And I think that's great. Okay, but it's good cries. That is true. It is good cries. This is why you've never watched This Is Us. You're not going to actively seek out anything that'll make you cry. Yeah, I mean, it is like equally sad and wholesome. It's not like just sad, at least for the most part. You just restarted Call the Midwife. I've never watched that, even though I like am, well, not currently, but I'm trained as a midwife. You cry enough over books. Well, yeah. What do you want now? Vanellope, you're invisible, honey. We're here to help you. I'm sorry, Tink. I just feel so blah, you know? Like, I'm in last place in life. Oh, girl. Not in last place in life. That's why we're here. We want to help, and I have a pretty brilliant idea, if I do say so myself. You're always full of great ideas. Oh, thanks, Tink. Vanellope, you said that you lost your sweet tooth, right? Well, what if we help you get it back? One time when Riley was feeling upset, Mom and Dad took us out for ice cream. It was great. I'm not feeling too optimistic, but I'll try anything to feel better right now. Remy gave me this old recipe that sounds pretty delicious. Maybe that'll work? Sounds like a challenge. I'll cook a joyful meal to help you feel better. All right. Seeing how DDV moves, would I prefer Milo and Kita to have a DLC or introduced via the main valley? See, I'm so glad you asked. Give me a second. I'll get to that. Nina, thank you for stopping by. And also, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Also, thank you for liking the stream and everybody else who's liked the stream. I appreciate you. And if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do. It helps me out so much. YouTube, algorithm, all the things. Joyful meal. This is stinking cute. DLCs are exactly like the Once Upon a Time seasons. New curse, new villain that needs redemption, new random cohort of characters. It is. And there's always something that's like a night that, like, it literally is just like Once Upon a Time curses. And I kind of live for that. Call the Midwife is set in like early 50s in a poor area of London, and it's really interesting watch. Oh, you know what my partner said to me yesterday? I don't think he was kidding, but I feel like I don't understand how he could not be kidding. It, like, I don't know why 50s London made me think of this, but I'm sure many of you have at least heard of Downton Abbey, right? So Downton Abbey, the finale, the movie, is either out right now or about to come out. I'm so convinced that there have been like 2 other Downton Abbey movies that they also said were the last part of Downton Abbey. I don't know. I watched the show, but I haven't watched any of the movies. Downton Abbey, famously set in England in the early 1900s. I was talking to my partner about it because we saw an ad for the movie, and he said he thought that Downton Abbey was essentially like a soap opera that had been on since the actual early 1900s. Boy,
Even mirrors.
I was like, I don't even know how to like address how wrong that is, but like I don't even know what to like how, but okay, slay, I guess. Downton Abbey was good though. I like that Downton Abbey, at least the show, didn't overstay its welcome. Like, I feel like it was good throughout the whole show, although after season 3 a lot of us wanted to quit. You hope he's joking? I really don't think he is. I feel like we've been together long enough that I know when he's being serious and not serious. I think he was being so serious. I was like, not only does that not make sense, I feel like the longest running soap is like 50 years max. Being on from actually the early 1900s. I know. I was like, I mean, I know they were making movies back then, but like barely. Anyway, bring Vanellope the joyful meal. That was just a funny little thing that happened. And I was like, I speechless, at a loss for words. They didn't even have electricity in the show. The last movie was all about sound being introduced to movies. Wait, really? Vanellope. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to interact with you, who are just right out in front of the house. Also, though, my partner and I did start playing It Takes Two. It's like a, it's like a co-op platformer kind of thing. Oh my goodness, that's been so fun. I don't really play a lot of platformers, but it's really cute. Okay, Vanellope, we cooked this very special, joyful meal just for you. So what do you think? Do you feel better? Sorry, chums, but this isn't doing it for me. Don't get me wrong, it's delicious, but I still feel, how do I put it? You know how I kind of picture Vanellope's voice? Actually, I feel like Vanellope, I could do my Jinx impression and it would probably not be that far off from Vanellope's voice. Anyway, you still feel sad. Exactly, and a bunch of other bad feelings too. Okay, we are not out of ideas. You hang in there, Vanellope. Tink and I have one more person to check in on. Once we talk to Goofy and try to help him, I know we'll have a better idea of what's going on. Okay. It Takes Two is so cute. It's been fun. The book is kind of creepy. The book scares me a little bit. The book character in the thing. But other than that, it's cute. Goofy. There you are. You and your husband played it. It's so fun. I'm surprised by the lack of contention it's brought about. Like, it's been very smooth sailing.
How you doing today?
Downton Abbey shows them getting a telephone at some point. I do remember that. Yeah. I think there was, no, it might have just been that. I was gonna say, wasn't it like a big deal when they got like a gramophone as well?
Hi.
I didn't mean to speak to you. Sorry, Joy. Okay.
Who the ruler of this
Goofy.
valley is.
It's me, Simba, it's me. No. Everything is conspiring against me. Goofy,
How's it
stop.
going?
Hi, Goofy. How are you feeling? Any better yet? Afraid not, Tink. Feels like I could fill a fishing pond with my ho-hums, and I wouldn't even want to fish in it. Oh. Aw, Goofy. Have you tried not being sad? I hate to see you like this. All of these are kind of bad options, but we are also a villain now, so. I'm sorry that my feeling bad is making you feel bad. Don't apologize. I know it isn't your fault. This magic funk has hit a bunch of villagers hard. I have an idea. Joy, I hate to say it, your ideas are not working, Queen. Goofy, what if we made you a brand new fishing rod? Maybe that'll spark something. You two are really sweet to me. I don't deserve friends like you. Of course you do. I'll craft a shiny new fishing rod just for you, Goofy. All right. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You chose option 3. That, I mean, it's kind of on brand for how we've been acting recently. Have you tried just not being sad? I don't know.
I think I'll pick some of those
Hey, Aurora.
berries later.
Ooh. Okay. I just can't wait till we have all the princesses. When we have all the princesses, I don't care. I don't care that people aren't gonna like it. I like the amount of don't care that I don't care. I cannot express. I need them to give us a quest with all the princesses, like kind of what they were trying to do with Aurora's friendship quest, where we went around with a couple of the different princesses. I need all of them to be in on it. I don't care that they're from different DLCs. They made like a Flynn and Rapunzel quest or something. They did the little Wally and Eve thing. I don't care. I need it to happen. If you don't have all the DLCs, you're not missing out on everything. If you do have them, you get the joy of all of the princesses being together. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's just how I feel. It's a must. You can't have all the Disney princesses in a game together and not do that. The amount of I don't care that I don't care, it's truly astronomical levels. You still don't understand why Beast and Belle got to come together. Jasmine and Aladdin did, but Tiana had to leave Naveen. I mean, it's just, again, the theme of the stream. Long line of disrespect towards Tiana. Figure it out. Give me a princesses and a princess quest. Well, yes. Wow, thanks, Tink. The shiny new fishing rod is swell. Don't you feel happy again? Let me see. Not really, but I sure do appreciate the thought. Maybe we need to test the rod out? We can go fishing together. You know, come to think of it, I saw some interesting fish in the peaceful meadow the other day. Still don't feel much like fishing, but maybe if we do it together, it'll cheer me up. Great idea. Let's go fishing in the pond in the peaceful meadow. Which one? Fish for an interesting... Wait. I got it. Okay. Here's the thing. We get all the princesses, right? This would need some maneuvering because it's not, I don't think it's gonna work for everyone, but we get all the princesses. Then we get a bundle hear me out. We get a bundle in the premium shop. It specifies which DLCs you have to have, kind of like it did with the Rapunzel dream style, right? Like you can't buy it unless you have the things, but it shows up somewhere down here, something like this. I don't know. You know what it comes with? It comes with a princess sleepover party or something. All the princesses and a sleepover party. And you know what else it comes with? It comes with the dream styles for all the princesses' cozy comfy outfits from Ralph Breaks the Internet. Will it be expensive? Yes. Will it take all of my moonstones? Yes. Do I care? No. That's what I need. Gameloft, please. I ask for so little. That's a lie. I ask for a lot, but this in particular is a must. Please. Not be begging Game. I do be begging Gameloft to make us pay more. Listen, here's the thing though. I'm not opposed, especially moonstones, which in theory you can save up from dream snaps, right? Like, I'm not opposed to paying for something that's quality, right? Like, frankly, I want to support the game financially to a certain extent because I like this game. I feel like I get a lot of enjoyment from it, and I want it to be successful enough that we get quality content for a long time. And if you give me quality content, I will pay for the quality content, such as cozy, comfy princess sleepover party. I don't know like what to say. In the survey, you suggested a princess and prince love star path. I feel like that's a popular one. Yeah. You would be okay with that? You don't mind it being expensive as long as it's a permanent bundle? Exactly, yeah. As long as it's something that won't disappear. Yes, for sure. I just really need that. There was something else. Oh, back to... This is probably going to be a special circle. I don't know why I went to this. Back to Milo and qotd, though, about like DLC or main valley. Here's the thing. In my humble opinion, it would be a bit messy and disrespectful to introduce Milo and qotd in a DLC because the ancient civilization is so intrinsically tied to the main story of the valley. It just feels wrong to bring those characters, famously the biggest characters from Atlantis, also known as the ancient civilization. It feels wrong to bring them to the game in paid content. I do feel like I understand if they don't want to do big free story arcs for the game and they just want to like bring characters, but I do really feel like the game needs an ancient civilization arc. Not just because of my love for Atlantis, I'm biased, but if I try to be as unbiased as possible, it still feels like the main valley story in that regard is not finished. And the base game would really benefit from tying up that story. So I want them to be free. But if they're not going to do it right, give it to me in a DLC. We found the plush bear thread. Bring it to Merlin for consultation. Okay. You bet one will be free and one will be DLC. I'm not even necessarily that mad at that, as long as it's like the free one comes with main story stuff. Not Gameloft, are you accepting applications? Listen, I don't know anything about actual game development, but one thing I can be is an ideas girl. I'm passionate about this game and Disney characters. I can come up with a cute plot.
Well, hello.
If they were going to be DLC, it should have been Eternity Isle. Yes, in terms of the like aesthetic of Ancient's Landing, but I feel like, well, yeah. I feel like the story of Eternity Isle, though, wasn't really ancient civilization focused, just like the tech was, but the story was really like spark of imagination focused. Merlin, I found another part of the plush bear. This time it's the plush bear thread.
Yes,
Let me see. Oh my, the magic emanating from this is extremely powerful. It's almost as if the bear has a great sadness imbued within it. What?
Lucky to have you here.
Who did this belong to? Probably me. Why was it torn apart? Why are there parts all over the valley?
goodness.
I wish I had the answers, Tink. The strange sadness you and the other villagers have been feeling. Could that be because of this bear?
What a magical mess.
That certainly seems possible. I wonder if there are more bear parts around the valley then.
Well, now, you see,
I would certainly keep your eyes open for them, Tink. I suspect we haven't found the last of this bear. Okay.
Alakazam! The villagers are depending on you, my friend. So
Okay. Talk to Joy about the plush bear thread. Let me move all this stuff up here, actually. EI was just confusing as a whole. The aesthetic didn't really match the story. I feel like I'm probably in the minority who didn't really mind that, because I feel like Dreamlight Valley as a game is a very kind of chaotic and loosely it's very loosely cohesive because you're getting all these characters from all these different IPs that don't have anything to do with each other. You're putting them in different quests that don't really have anything to do with each other or the character as a whole, in a map full of weird biomes that don't necessarily have anything to do with anything. Like, our main valley biomes, for the most part, are not really overly themed to specific properties. So it's like, to me, the chaos is kind of the name of the game, so I didn't mind it. But I know a lot of people enjoyed having something more cohesive like Storybook Vale, and I don't mind having that. I just also didn't mind Rift in Time. You have a hard time justifying spending money on Moonstone bundles and stuff. You love the game, but can't keep up with all the premium offerings. Yeah, that's why I kind of feel like bundles, especially, like, I know not everybody loves the quests, but I felt like the quest bundles I enjoyed because it feels like you're getting substance, right? Like, you are getting substance with the signature bundles because you get a lot of items and the dream styles and what have you. But I feel like something about bundles that have quests and cosmetics feels like a sort of natural kind of monetizing strategy for the game. Especially because all in all, they tend to be more, not more affordable, but you get more bang for your buck than you do with a lot of the straight up premium shop offerings. So I, in general, would prefer more bundles and fewer items. But again, it's like in the game's interest more to just do premium shop stuff because it's fewer items, more moonstones, more money kind of thing. But before Max, it's been a while since we got a signature bundle. Yeah, it's been a while. Last year? Sometime, I think. Tink, I'm so glad to see you. I have some great news. Well, I have some weird news. You go first. I went to check on all the gloomy villagers, and everyone says they're starting to feel normal again. I guess we did something right after all. That seems a bit random. I wonder if this plush bear thread I found has anything to do with that. Wasn't Ariel's the last one before Max? I believe it was. It was a long time. Well, yeah, I think it was because it's the first one up in the shop. And I think it has the most recent to the least recent as the order. You found a what? While fishing with Goofy, this plush bear thread came out of the water. Where are these things coming from? Is the props department leaving them all over the place? I think this is more serious. Merlin confirmed there's a great sad magic coming from it. Magic? That seems to be a thing here, huh? So the bear somehow caused everyone to feel sad? Maybe. And I feel a connection to this bear too. I don't know why. We need to know more, Joy. Well, I'll keep a lookout for more plush bear parts. Thanks for helping me make everyone feel better. I need to head back to remote headquarters for some time at the console. Okay. Enjoy, I suppose. Actually, you're still with me. You know what? I'll release you. Oops.
Hey there.
Bye. You do expect Belle and Tiana will get their gowns through royal bundles of their own? Possibly. Possibly. Hey there, Tink. Congratulations on winning Capture the Sun, though I'm sorry your prize went missing and you got that plush bear head instead. Do you think someone's playing a joke? I heard Merlin say something about magic. Must be industry slang. Your pal, Joy. Tink, I'm sorry you got that strange bear head instead of your real Capture the Sun prize, so I decided to send you your actual winnings. Hope you love it. Oh. Is that a furniture item? Hi, Tink. Mom always says when it rains, it pours. Riley isn't totally sure what that means, but I'm glad we stopped it from pouring all over the back lot. Your friend Sadness. Okay. Hello, Tink. I'm so relieved we helped everyone feel better after losing Capture the Sun. Funny that they all got better after you fished up more of that plush bear with Goofy, huh? Maybe it just took a while for all our acts of kindness to sink in. Talk to you soon. Your pal Joy. All right. You really like that item? Miniature glowing sun. Oh!
There are so many nice people here.
That's cool. The age-old question, though, can I buy more of them? Maybe they'll make it a thing when Cinderella comes, we get a ball gown bonanza. That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh wait, no, that's Remy. Scrooge. You can buy more? Oh, well, slay. It looks good with the circle stone pillars. Oh. I'd like to order some items. Furniture items, please. Bloop. I would love a Scrooge shop menu update, please and thank you. In your head, the pillars are controlling the sun. Well, that makes sense. There. Thank you, Scrooge.
Thank you kindly.
I appreciate you. Okay. To find sadness. Actually, the rain. They could make a whole Scrooge update and you'd be fine with that. Honestly, yeah. Well, actually, the next update is a Realm Double Dip, right? And last year, at least, they talked about using that as an option to do a lot of quality of life stuff. I don't think they've really said too much about what they're going to be doing for this one yet, but I feel like it would be a great time for a Scrooge shop update. You finished the Scramble Coin path? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, you know what? I think I've had enough. I like these characters. That's not a bad thing. I think we're just gonna wrap up for now. I still have more quests to do. Oh my goodness. It's fine. We'll finish her. We still have like a month before the update, I think. But I do need to do some decorating. Need to finish that. The star path's pretty much done. Oh wait, actually that reminds me. I do have this. Why is Mickey not wearing that? That's a big question. Not me being over it. I'm not really over it. I just know the next quest is probably going to take a while because this quest took a while. I don't remember if I've actually looked at this stream style. Mickey. Mickey? Maybe you're at your house. Meadow Island. Hi, Carolyn. Hello. Oh, there you are. He looks good.
Wonder where my rain boots
It's a cute dream style. I like it. His search bar, an update where we can order from him without running to the shop. Yes, instead of the premium shop in the mail, Scrooge telling you what's new in your shop. Yes, that specifically. You can get like a letter each day and it'll tell you if there's new stuff there. I don't know how easy that would be to implement or how that would work on the, like the back end, but that would be nice. We're about to have 4 Scrooge shops and need to be getting new items more consistently. Exactly, exactly. Yes, thank you everybody for liking the stream. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. We're gonna see if anybody else is streaming so we can share the love of the raid that we got earlier today. Thank you again, Mr. Star and Sky, for the raid. Thank you everyone who came over with it. I appreciate you all. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna be doing tomorrow, frankly. It'll be something fun. Tuesday, we're playing a new game called, I believe, Little Problems. It's like a mystery. It's giving me flashbacks to when I used to play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, I think. I don't really know that much about it, to be honest. And then Wednesday, we'll be back with some more Dreamlight Valley. Right now, we're going to go see Decorista, who's doing a dream snap and revealing their drive-in RV park build. So please stop by there, show some love, drop a like. Don't forget to like this stream on your way out if you don't mind. And I will see you all really soon. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.